We are here today to announce the addition of Cindy Rodriguez Singh to the FBI's 10 Most Wanted list as our 537th fugitive, as well as a $250,000 reward for information leading to her arrest.
Every month, the FBI updates a list that sends chills down the spine of even the most seasoned law enforcement officers. The 10 Most Wanted Fugitives. These aren't petty criminals. They're the masterminds, the predators, the elusive ghosts who slip through borders, change identities, and vanish into crowds. But justice never forgets. And neither should we. In this special July 2025 update, we're counting down the FBI's 10 Most Wanted Fugitives. Who they are, what they did, and why catching them could prevent the next tragedy. From cartel kingpins to brutal murderers, their stories are as chilling as they are real. So grab your coffee, lock your doors, and stay with us till the end. Because who knows, maybe you'll recognize a face that's been hiding in plain sight. 1. The Cyber Phantom. What makes Romanov so dangerous? He's not just a hacker. He's the mastermind behind several ransomware attacks that shut down hospital networks, power grids, and financial institutions. His code has held entire cities hostage, costing billions. He's believed to have ties with rogue state actors and cybercrime syndicates. The FBI is offering up to $2 million for information leading to Romanov's arrest. His skills mean he can operate from anywhere, and while he's never physically hurt anyone, experts warn he has the power to cripple entire economies overnight. Analysts, this is a new breed of fugitive. He doesn't need guns. His weapon is a keyboard. He could be living next door, and you'd never know. If you suspect you've seen or even unknowingly work with Romanov, contact the FBI immediately. This ghost must be caught before he strikes again. 2. The Forgotten Assassin. Torres was once an enforcer for one of Colombia's most violent cartels. But what made him infamous wasn't just cartel work. He's linked to at least 6 political assassinations across 3 countries. Witnesses? Silenced. Evidence? Gone. He leaves no trace but bodies. Last confirmed sighting, a border crossing into Mexico, June 2023. Since then, nothing but rumors, whispers are protected by powerful crime families. His targets aren't random. They're journalists, prosecutors, judges, anyone brave enough to stand up to organized crime. The FBI wants him not just off the streets, but behind bars for life, and they believe he may be plotting another hit in North America. If you've seen a man with a snake tattoo on his left forearm, or heard the alias El Silencio, call authorities. Don't approach him. He's known to kill without hesitation. 3. The Chemist. In the early 2010s, Harris was a respected researcher in pharmaceuticals. Brilliant but troubled. He got entangled with an international drug syndicate, and before long, he wasn't curing people. He was fueling an epidemic. Authorities say he's a genius behind a new synthetic opioid that's 50 times stronger than fentanyl. The opioid crisis has killed thousands. Harris's lab recipes keep it alive. He vanished after a lab raid in Nevada in 2021. Since then, DEA and FBI believe he's been operating mobile labs in Southeast Asia and smuggling precursors through ports all over the world. If you think you've seen Harris, a tall, thin man with distinctive burn scars on his hands, alert the FBI. The reward is now up to $3 million. He's not just a fugitive. He's a one-man chemical weapon for the highway killer. For almost a decade, truckers and travelers reported disappearances on stretches of highway from Arizona to Montana. At first, police thought it was coincidence. Then they found patterns, bodies dumped in remote areas, each with the same grisly signature, plastic ties and a carved symbol. Keller is a drifter. He uses freight trucks, back roads, and rest stops to hunt victims. He escaped a police standoff in Utah in 2022, leaving behind fake IDs and burned evidence. He's believed to still be driving a stolen semi under various trucking company logos. If you spot an unfamiliar truck driver acting suspiciously at a rest stop, remember this face. Keller is armed, dangerous, and likely to strike again. 5. The Inside Man. Cho worked as a senior banker on Wall Street, but behind closed doors, he funneled billions through shell companies, laundering money for drug cartels, corrupt officials, and terror groups. When the FBI finally closed in, Cho vanished, and so did millions in stolen assets. Sources say Cho now operates from Dubai, moving freely with fake IDs, high-end security, and hush money. Some believe he's even funding new cybercrimes from afar. $2.5 million. The FBI wants Cho not just for fraud, but for links to terrorism financing. He's fluent in 4 languages and could be posing as a legit businessman. If you see him in high roller circles, casinos, luxury resorts, yachts, report it. He's living large on dirty money, but justice may still catch up. 6. The war criminal. Petrovich is not your typical fugitive. He's wanted for war crimes. In the late 1990s, he led paramilitary units responsible for massacres, ethnic cleansing, and forced disappearances. International courts indicted him years ago, but he slipped away before trial. For decades, survivors have demanded justice. Rumors place Petrovich in Eastern Europe, sheltered by a loyal network. He changes hideouts, uses bribes, $5 million, joint effort with Interpol. His capture isn't just about punishment. It's about closure for thousands of victims. If you have any tips, contact the FBI or Interpol. For the victims, Petrovich must face the court of law. 7. The white-collar predator. Whitaker was a charismatic investment manager who promised ordinary families incredible returns. But behind the fancy suits and smooth talk was the biggest Ponzi scheme since Madoff. Over a decade, he stole over $800 million from retirees, veterans, and even charities. In 2021, as the SEC closed in, Whitaker faked a boating accident off the Florida Keys. No body was found. Weeks later, the FBI traced fake passports and offshore wire transfers. He's alive and likely hiding in South America, living like royalty on stolen life savings. If you see a man in luxury expat communities, golf resorts, marinas, or private islands, who suddenly pays only in cash and avoids photographs, pay attention. Whitaker still has millions tucked away. Help bring him back to face the people whose futures he stole. 8. The Darknet Kingpin. Shadow Mask ran the world's biggest darknet marketplace for illegal drugs, weapons, fake IDs, human trafficking, and worse. When authorities shut down Silk Road and other copycats, Shadow Mask's empire only grew bigger, smarter, encrypted, harder to trace. In 2023, a failed FBI raid almost captured him in Prague. Since then, silence, but millions in Bitcoin keep moving, funding new marketplaces and criminal gangs. $5 million, highest for cybercrime fugitive experts, say as long as Shadow Mask roams free, the dark web will stay alive and evolve. The FBI want him alive, to shut down his network and expose his buyers and partners. He's a digital terrorist, and he could be anyone behind a laptop in a coffee shop near you. 9. The domestic terror mastermind. Hartwell was once a decorated military engineer, but after a dishonorable discharge, he turned radical, forming an underground militia group linked to multiple bombing plots against government buildings and minority communities. He's accused of orchestrating a deadly courthouse bombing in 2019 that killed 5 and injured dozens. Hartwell's group, the Free Sons of Liberty, was dismantled, but Hartwell escaped capture and is rumored to be recruiting online, building new cells. The FBI believes he's hiding in rural compounds, moving between safe houses in remote forests. $10 million. He's armed, highly trained in explosives, and won't be taken alive easily. Authorities warn, do not approach him, ever. If you see suspicious compounds or extremist training camps, report immediately. Stopping Hartwell could prevent the next tragedy on U.S. soil. 10. The world's most wanted. Al-Salim was once an investment tycoon with ties to legitimate charities. But behind the scenes, he funneled millions to radical groups, funded training camps, and coordinated deadly attacks that kill hundreds. His name appears on every major counter-terror watch list. He's the ghost that global intelligence agencies keep missing by hours. His last known sighting was in northern Syria, but recent intelligence suggests he slipped into Southeast Asia under forged documents. He's believed to be planning another high-profile attack designed to destabilize entire regions. $25 million. The highest bounty on the list is capture with dismantled networks that fund terror cells worldwide. If you know anything, the FBI, CIA, and Interpol want your tip. They don't care how small. It could save thousands of innocent lives. So there you have it. The FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives as of July 2025. From cyber ghosts and cartel assassins to bomb makers and war criminals. These are the names, the faces, and the crimes that define the world's most dangerous manhunt today. If you recognize any of these fugitives, do not confront them. Do not try to be a hero. Contact local authorities or the FBI immediately. Your one phone call could save lives and close a chapter of pain for countless families waiting for justice. Thank you for watching this in-depth update. If you found this video informative, hit that subscribe button. We bring you true crime breakdowns, breaking news, and global security updates every week.